So about a month ago, Gen V ended up wrapping up its second season, and for those who don't know, it's actually a spin-off series to the Amazon Prime's The Boys. And I'll admit, Gen V had a lot of peak moments up until that last episode dialogue, but we don't talk about that. But anyways, one thing that was really notable about the show was probably the motive of their main villain, Thomas Godolkin. Some context about the world building. In this universe, there's a substance known as Compound V, which when injected at birth, your kid can end up with superpowers. But the problem is, no one really knows what superpowers they're gonna get until it happens. So you could either end up with some top tier, S tier, insane level of superpowers, or something that just will put you in the back alleys of the streets. And it just so happens Thomas Godolkin, the main villain of Gen V Season 2, was the person who made Compound V. And this kind of ties into the plot of Gen V Season 2, as Thomas Godolkin is basically trying to prepare for his arrival, as once he finally gets his body back, his whole plan is to essentially wipe the road of everyone who has some useless superpower that doesn't really deserve any type of notoriety, as he truly believes that superpowers have become such a mediocrity that we're just allowing anyone to become superheroes, or even just be on his superhero campus, which is supposed to, cultivate and help grow in terms of the most powerful superheroes that are around in this time. Now, of course, our main character, Marie Monroe, and the rest of her friends are going to try to stop this, as this is basically going to be some insane homicide rate. But at the same time, I kind of do understand where Thomas Godolkin is coming from. And as I mentioned before, Compound V can either give you a power that's insanely powerful, or just some divine ability that seems like it came from the heavens itself, or it'll give you some random, uneven, or even a power that may be threatening to yourself. For example, there's a character in The Boys whose name is Popclaw, and her ability is super strength. Now, I know the comics and the fictional universes like to glamorize super strength as this insane ability, but again, you can't really control super strength, so it's quite literally caused a lot of emotional heartbreak in her life, as she literally crushed her landlord's skull during doing a devil's tango, if you know what I mean. An example even comes from a character with a strong ability known as Polarity, as his ability is electromagnetism, and for those who don't know what it is, just think of Magneto from the X-Men. But anyways, his ability of electromagnetism ended up causing him brain damage and seizures, and is basically killing him every time he uses it. Now eventually it does get healed, but still, he was quite literally on death's door. But also, there are some visual, flashy powers that may seem cool to have, but in reality the drawbacks are not worth it. For example, A-Train is fast, but due to running at such a high speed, is causing a lot of heart failure and even immobility in his legs. Another character that it may not be causing him any drawbacks but still isn't really useful is the Deep, as he talks to fish, but again, if he's not in water, he's essentially ineffective. And again, because of all these drawbacks or visually flashy powers that aren't really that good, it leads to only 3 or 4 characters actually being strong. But again, all these 4 characters, due to their strength, they all have some type of mental drawback or just, dead. For example, Homelander, all their strength and power has kind of gone to him, so right now he's kind of a genocidal maniac that wants to get rid of all humans. Stormfront, because of her living forever, she's kind of twisted and she ended up dying a lot earlier in the show. Soldier Boy, he's quite literally getting put on ice and getting the, quote unquote Captain America treatment. And lastly, there's Ryan. And he's a peculiar case because he's the first natural born superhero, as he's the son of Homelander. But again, all this pressure on him is kind of making him go crazy like his father as well. And one more thing, Vought, basically the people that control the heroes and are giving out these injections to kids, literally don't want any powerful heroes. They want heroes that can be marketable, sell toys, appear on talk shows, shoot movies, and campaign for political influence. They don't want heroes with actual power. So yeah, it kind of does make sense as to why there's such a mediocrity of heroes, because the ones that do have power are either stir crazy, and the ones who don't have power are babied into thinking they do, and in reality kind of don't. And in all honesty, I kind of find it ironic as to how Godolkin finds the mediocrity in all these heroes, as the funny part is the creators of The Boys want the universe to be a universe that's a little more realistic than the DC and Marvel ones, and explores how, yeah, these powers seem cool but in reality aren't, or how the people that really do have power are more than likely going to be the ones abusing it and are not going to be the ones saving you. But yeah, man, they live in a really effed up type of place. But yeah, y'all, I think it's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I know this is a shorter one, but I feel like this is a video that I should have did a while ago. And I'm not going to try to drag it out now, as again, it's kind of past a month of everything happening. Anyways, y'all, hope you guys stay prayed up, continue praying, stop gooning for you guys that are addicted, and yeah, y'all, Continue to pray and stay blessed up. I know God's been blessing me, y'all, and appreciate y'all watching this video.